Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. Before that, I will introduce myself first. My name is Irfan Indriyaha dengan last number 089. And also the other member of group 3, Yuswian Chapri Randa Aji with last number 126, and Muhammad Alfariski and with the last number 139, and Yohan Eko Saputra dengan last number 027, and last Rizky Ahmad Ardiansyah dengan last number 152. To save time, just go straight to the discussion about analysis investment research based on financial statement PT Alvaria Trijaya Tbk and PT Indorito Makmur International Tbk. The first one about PT Sumber Alvaria Trijaya. What is PT Sumber Alvaria Trijaya? PT Sumber Alvaria Trijaya Tbk, known as Alfamart, you know Alfamart, is one of the largest retail companies in Indonesia. Founded in 1989 by Joko Susanto, Alfamart entered the minimarket sector in 1999 after acquiring 141. Alfa Minimart operates in 2002. Alfamart sells a variety of goods, including food, beverage, clothing, and other non-food items. The main shareholders are PT Sigmantara Alpindo as a 53.19% and the public 46.8100. And about PT Indorito Makmur International Tbk, PT Indorito Makmur International Tbk is an Indonesian company established in 1997, focusing on retail and distribution. It operates various consumer goods sector, managing a portfolio of retail brands, including convenience stores and supermarket. The company has a diverse shareholder structure comprising institutional and public investors. Okay, next, industry and competition overview. According to Hobbs ID, the sales difference between Alfamart and Indomart is minimal, with Alfamart slightly ahead. In 20, 2022, Alfamart recorded sales of around IDR 150, 115 trillion, while Indomart reached IDR 115.8 trillion, a difference of only IDR 200 billion. Also, Indomaret was ahead in 2021, but mini markets continue to compete effectively due to their strategic business approaches, even with their outlets of the lockets close together. Okay, next.
Next slide, you can scan QR code financial statement PT Sumber Alvaria Trijaya Tbk and financial statement PT Indorito Makmur International Tbk in PowerPoint. Next slide. Financial analysis PT Sumber Alvaria Trijaya Tbk. Number 1, liquidity ratio. Calculation formula, current ratio, current asset, divided current liability. Quick ratio, quick asset, current asset minus inventory divided current liability. Based on the result of the liquidity ratio calculation table, the financial performance of PT Sumber Alvaria Trijaya Tbk is in accordance with the result described above for 3 years. By looking at the liquidity ratio using the current ratio and quick ratio formula for 2021 to 2023, it can be said that the performance of PT Sumber Alvaria Trijaya Tbk is still not good. This is because the ratio of debt is still below the average financial ratio, which means that PT Sumber Alvaria Trijaya Tbk is still unable to pay its short-term and long-term debt optimally. A lower ratio can lead to bankruptcy. Number two, final activity ratio, calculation formula, favorable turnover, revenue divided recoverable, asset turnover, revenue divided total asset, inventory turnover, cost of goods sold, divided inventory. Based on the result of the activity ratio calculation table. Overall, the company saw an increase in the efficiency of managing its asset and inventory during the period 2021 to 2023. Although there is a slight decrease in recoverable turnover in 2022, efficiency in managing receivable is still relatively high. Increasing asset turnover indicates increasingly efficient use of asset in generating sales. And increasing inventory turnover in 2022 indicated improvements in inventory management. Company needs to continuously monitor the escalation to ensure optimal operational efficiency. Number three, financial leverage or solvency ratio. Calculation formula, debt to asset ratio, total debt divided total asset. Debt to equity ratio, total debt divided total equity. Analysis of the financial leverage ratio from 2021 to 2023 shows a positive trend with a decrease in the debt to asset ratio and debt to equity ratio. This trend indicated a reduction in the company reliance on debt, which reduces financial risk and increase financial stability. This also provides a positive signal to investors that the company has prudent financial management, important for future financial flexibility. Next slide, number four, probability ratio. Calculation formula, net profit margin, net profit divided revenue times 100%. Gross profit margin, EBIT, earning before interest rate, divided revenue times 100%. ROA, net profit divided total asset times 100%. Return on equity, net profit divided total equity times 100%. Asset on the result of probability ratio calculation. Overall, profitability ratio analysis from 2021 to 2023 showed a consistent increasing trend in all ratios, namely net profit margin, return on asset, and return on equity. Financial analysis pada sumber Riyadu Hidayat Tbk contribution number 4, profitability ratio. Number 1, increased net profit margin, gross profit margin indicates that then company has become more efficiency in managing costs and generating profit from sales. Number 2, increased return on asset and return on equity so that the company is increasingly effective in using asset and equity to generate profits. With so good management and potential for sustainable growth. A consistent increasing in the ratio indicates that the company is in increasingly better financial condition and has the potential to continue to grow and increase its profitability in the future. This is a positive signal for investor and shareholders, indicating that the company is able to manage resource well and generate significant value.
Thank you for your scan. And the next slide will be presented by Yohan Eko Saputra.
The next presentation will explain by myself. Next, financial analysis PT Indoretail Makmur International Tbk. First, liquidity ratio. Calculation formula, current ratio, current assets divided current liabilities. Current ratio formula, quick asset, current asset minus inventory divide current liability. Based on the liquidity ratio table for PT Indoretail Makmur International Tbk, the company in financial performance fluctuates between 2021 and 2023. The current ratio reached 4.70 in 2021, but fell below 1 in 2022 before recovering in 2023. The quick ratio showed a similar trend. This indication indicates that the company faced difficulties in meeting its short-term obligation in 2022. Although there was improvement in 2023, overall, the liquidity ratio reflects instability in the company's ability to repay debts during the review period. Next, activity ratio. Based on the activity ratio table for PT Indoretail Makmur International Tbk, the efficiency in asset and inventory management has shown instability from 2021 to 2023, while receivable turnover improved in 2022, it dropped again in 2023, indicating difficulty in collect receivable. Asset turnover remain low, suggesting the assets are not generating optimal revenue. Without inventory turnover figures for 2023, further analysis is challenging. This fluctuation highlights the need for the company and enhance efficiency in its business operation moving forward. Financial leverage solvency or solvency ratio. The debt position of PT Indoretail Makmur International Tbk from 2021 to 2022 shown stability. The debt to asset ratio remained below 40%, indicating prudent use of debt. The debt to equity ratio slightly decreased from 2021 to 2022, then increased in 2023. But overall, the reliance on debt financing was not excessive. Overall, the solvency ratio reflects effective debt management to maintain financial stability. Profitability ratio. The fluctuation in profitability metric from 2021 to 2023 reflect inconsistencies in the company's ability to leverage its resource and maximize profits during the reporting period. PT Indoretail Makmur International Tbk would benefit from considering strategies to achieve more stable profit growth going forward. Next slide, financial analysis PT Indoretail Makmur International Tbk continuation. Based on the profitability ratio table for PT Indoretail Makmur International Tbk from 2021 to 2023, several key findings emerged. First, positive trend 2021 to 2022. All ratio showed a positive trend, with net profit margin and gross profit margin increasing Additionally, return on asset or ROA and return on equity or ROE also experience slight improvement. This indicates that the company became more efficient in managing costs and generating profit relative to its sales during the period. Decline 2023. However, in 2023, most profitability ratio declined compared to the previous year. Net profit margin and gross profit margin decreased, suggesting lower efficiency in converting revenue into profit. ROA also declined, indicating that assets were not as effectively deployed in generating return. The only exception was ROA, which, although improved, only saw a marginal increase in 2023 compared to 2022.
Okay. Valuation PT Sumber Alvaria Tridaya Tbk continuation based on this data, it can be seen that the average PBV over the previous 4 years was 7.1x, and now in 2024 quarter 2, the PBV is 8.7x. Based on these two data, the current EMRT share market price on October 4, 2024 is said to be an expensive price of figure. As long as the company can continue to expand, turnover and profit continue to increase, it is very likely that its share price will continue to increase from the current price and could also decrease due to other factors. Next slide, valuation PT Indo Retail Makmur International Tbk based on the price to book value PBV calculation. The price is divided by the book value, where the book price is obtained from the amount of equity distributed to the owners of the parent entity divided by the total shares outstanding or listed shares. Based on this calculation, in 224 quarter 2, the PBV of EMRT shares will be 9.7x. Here I use the price on October 4, 2024, which are as follows. Number 1, with the first provision based on this calculation, if PBV is biggest than 1x, the sales price can be confirmed to be expensive or overvalued. Number 2, with the second provision based on a comparison of PBV with previous years. By using the same calculation, we can get PBV from previous years whose data is as follows.
Valuation PT Indo Retail Makmur International Tbk continuation. Based on this data, it can be seen that the average PBV over the previous 4 years was 4.8x, and now in 2024 quarter 2, the PBV is 9.7x. Based on this data, the current market price of the N80 share on October 4,
2024 is said to be a very expensive price or figure. As long as the company can continue to develop, turnover and profit continue to increase, it it is likely that its share price will continue to rise from the current price and could also fall to other factors. Next slide, investment risk in PT Sumber Alvaria Trijaya Tbk. The first, stock price fluctuation. MR, M, AMRT, its stock price can fluctuate significantly in early 2024. AMRT share fell by around 5.188%. The second, dependent on expansion, IMRT growth is highly dependent on store expansion. Failure in expansion or decline in economic growth can affect company performance. Third, tech combination. The retail industry in Indonesia is very competitive. Pressure from competitor may affect AMRT market share and profit margins. Next slide, investment risk in PT Indo Retail Makmur International Tbk. First, stock price fluctuation. A company's stock price and fluctuate due to a variety of factors, including market condition, financial performance, and industry news. Investor must be prepared for fluctuation. Second, dependent economic growth. Company performance is highly dependent on macroeconomic conditions. A decline in economic growth can affect sales and profitability. Third, dependent on store expansion. A company growth depends on its ability to open new stores. Failure to expand can affect long-term growth. Thing that will be achieved in the future. PT Sumber Alvaria Trijaya Tbk. In the future, Alfamart is likely to focus on digital service, such as mobile payment system and app-based promotion. They may also invest in sustainability by reducing plastic use and expanding their store network in urban and rural areas. Expanding community engagement and healthy products could further strengthen their market position. Next, PT Indo Retail Makmur International Tbk. In the future, Indomaret aims to end in e-commerce and payment solution, will focusing on sustainability with eco-friendly products and store design. It will also invest in AI for inventory management and partner with local suppliers to support the local economy. I will back to moderator.
Thank you for Muhammad Alfariski for presentation letter. Okay, here I will ask first about presentation. The first one, in your opinion, based on the presentation above, which stock is the best to buy between the two retail companies? And the first, how about you, Yosfian Capriran Aji?
Thank you, moderator, for the opportunity. In my opinion, the share of the PT Sumber Alvaria Trijaya Tbk are better than PT Indo Retail Makmur International Tbk.
Give reason why you choose PT Sumber Alvaria Trijaya Tbk's stock, Yosfian?
Okay, I think The sales difference between Alfamart and Indomaret is minimal. Alfamart is slightly ahead. In 2022, Alfamart will record sales of around 115 trillion, while Indomaret will reach 2014.80 trillion, a difference of only 200 billion. Even though Indomaret is ahead in 2021, both mini markets continue to compete effectively because of their strategic business approach, even with their outlets of 10 locations close to each other. Thank you, moderator.
Wow, the good answer. And the second, how about you, Rizky Ahmad?
Thank you, moderator. In my opinion, the shares of PT Sumber Alvaria Trijaya Tbk are better than PT Indo Retail Makmur International Tbk. I will go back to moderator.
Thank you, Rizky Ahmad. And why you choose PT Sumber Alvaria Trijaya Tbk shares?
Based on the PBV analysis, both PT Sumber Alvaria Trijaya Tbk and PT Indo Retail Makmur International Tbk so high stock valuation. However, PT Sumber Alvaria has a historical average PBV of 7.1x and a current PBV of 8.7x, indicating more moderate overvaluation. In contrast, PT Indo Retail has seen a sharp increase from 4.8x to 9.7x, signaling severe overpopulation. Therefore, PT Sumber Alvaria is recommended as the bidder investment choice. I will go back to moderator.
Wow, the good answer too. Same as Yasmin Chatriana Aji. Okay, the same question. How about you, Yohan Eko Saputra?
In my opinion, the shares of PT Sumber Alvaria Trijaya Tbk are better than PT Indo Retail Makmur International Tbk. I'll give back to moderator.
Okay, thank you, Yohan. And why you choose PT Sumber Alvaria Trijaya Tbk shares?
Because based on financial ratio analysis, PT Sumber Alvaria Trijaya Tbk demonstrates strong and more consistent performance compared to PT Indo Retail Makmur International Tbk during 2021 to 2023. Alfamart ratio, including liquidity, activity, and profitability, showed an upward trend, indicating good operational efficiency. In contrast, Indomaret ratio were more volatile, with declines in certain period, reflecting less stable growth. Alfamart consistently improved its profitability year on year, while Indomaret experienced inconsistent profit generation. This indicates that Alfamart maintain better financial discipline in facing industry challenge. Thank you. I'll give back to moderator.
Thank you, Yohan, for the answer. Okay, the last one. Muhammad Al-Fariski, how about you? Is it the same as other presenters or not? Give your answer.
In my opinion, the shares of PT Sumber Alvaria Trijaya Tbk are better than PT Indo Retail Makmur International Tbk.
Why you choose?
Because investment risk and things that will be achieved in the future. Based on the analysis, PT Sumber Alvaria Trijaya Tbk or Alfamart show lower risk and clearer growth strategies compared to PT Indo Retail Makmur International Tbk or Indomaret. Alfamart has stronger fundamental and financial performance with a focus on digital transformation and sustainability that support sustainable growth. In contrast, Indomaret lacks specificity in the strategies and inconsistent financial performance. From an investment risk reward perspective, Alfamart presents a more active option for the long term. Thank you.
Wow, the good answer to. Okay. Thanks for the answer. Okay, I can conclude from the presentation later. Presentation. Based on the financial analysis, PT Sumber Alvaria Trijaya Tbk is a stronger investment choice compared to PT Indo Retail Makmur, International Tbk, or Indomaret. Alfamart demonstrate healthier financial ratios, improve operational efficiency, and better profitability. While both companies' stock price may seem high, Alfamart saw greater potential for revenue growth and lower investment risk. Its future strategies focusing on digitalization and sustainability also support long-term prospect. Therefore, Alfamart is a more attractive investment option at this time, although ongoing monitoring remains necessary. Okay, my group and I would like to thank you for your attention. If there are many mistakes when they read, please forgive me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good afternoon, good night.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.